name's TJ Johnson. I'm the owner and president of Third Planet Sci-Fi Superstore. I read comics since the 1950s. We didn't collect per se back then, we just read them and piled them up. When I went in the military, I was overseas, started collecting all the GI's comics that were just going to toss them away, and I sent them all back home. Started selling on the side in the oil business at the time, and I got laid off one time too many, and I said, well, I'm doing this on the side, I think I'm going to do it full time. And I started in about 300 square feet in the back of another store, and now I've grown to over 8,000 square feet. Everybody knows the blue building, they don't necessarily know what's in it. The actual paint color is called Captain America Blue. When I first painted it, it was the Holiday Inn next door. And they came out wanting to know if it was the base coat, and I said, no, it's the final coat. And they said, if we pay for the paint, will you paint it another color? And I said, nope. Third Planet, a lot of people ask, is the third planet from the sun. We deal on anything on the planet, sci-fi or fantasy, toys, models, t-shirts, video, movie posters. We have something for everybody, all ages, all walks of life, doctors, lawyers, politicians, the everyday worker. A couple of guys that actually live under the bridges and stuff, and they come in and go to my dollar box and get a book. Children of all ages, lots of women in here. A lot of my customers have been with me for 40 years. If you want Archie, we got Archie. If you want Spider-Man, we got it. If you want a horror comic, we've got it. Sci-fi ones, we have the superhero ones. The old comics, our comics go back to the 1940s. In the 60s, Stan Lee came along and he started making the stories what we used to call the male soap opera. So you read the issue and it left you hanging and you had to come back to the next issue to find out what was going on. I sold Stan Lee my copy of Amazing Fantasy 15, Sotheby's auction house. Found out I had a near mint copy and they guaranteed me $8,000 minimum if I sent it to them. And Stan Lee was in the audience with Spider-Man, and every time somebody raised the bid, Spider-Man jumped up on the chair and they bought it. I have a signed one now that we bought actually just before his death. As far as we know, it may have been the last one he ever signed. It's $72,000. They came out with the digital comics years ago. We lost not a lot of customers, but we did lose some. And after a few months, most of them came back. It wasn't the same to read it digitally on a phone as touching it and smelling it. They have a unique smell. Comic books is escapism. We have a lot of people at high-stress jobs. They come in and they get something to take them away from the real world and make your imagination run wild.